everyone, my name is Richy and welcome to RichyRail, a channel that's going to be dedicated to all sorts to do with the railways, trains, a bit of train sim world, maybe a bit of train spotting here and there, who knows. I'm going to jump straight in to a bit of Birmingham Cross City Line because I absolutely love this route, and I thought what best way to start my YouTube endeavour to do with trains than playing a bit of train sim world, because I've played, I think since this iteration the game came out, I think like 230 hours, something stupid like that. I haven't even opened the doors. I'm really good. I've played it for that many hours and I forget to do some stuff like that. Anyway, I'm at Four Oaks. I'm gonna waffle until we get to New Street because I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, why I've set this channel up, and I'm also going to tell you why this route is my favourite route in the game. So I'm starting off on a high here. I'm not starting on any routes that I don't particularly like or anything. I thought I'm going to start off with the best, and I'm going to tell you why it's the best in my personal opinion. I think everything's on in it. It's me. Yeah, that's on. We're on 2R11. That's probably not how you say that. And what's the phonetic alphabet now? What's R? Romeo, of course it is. So we're in 2 Romeo 11. This is a service to Redditch, but I'm only gonna record this as far as New Street just to find my feet, really, because I did YouTube many years ago, and I did it for many years as well, and I thought doing this it'd be like second nature, but it really isn't. It's took me about 20 times to record this intro. I'm not going to turn the safety systems on because I feel like if I put AWS on, it's going to stress me out a little bit. Right, let's get going. Next up is Sutton Coldfield. I've started in Four Oaks because, and this is going to lead into why this is my favourite route. I grew up next to this route. I'm originally from Birmingham, not anymore. I don't live there anymore. But I grew up in a council estate next to Chester Road train station, which you can actually see in the game. And once we go past there, I'll show you. It doesn't look exactly like what it looked like when I was growing up there, but they've got certain assets to sort of. You can tell it's the council estate. But yeah, welcome to this new channel, where I'm gonna just do a lot of train sim world. I'm gonna potentially go out into the real world and get some snapshots of some trains in the real world. Maybe I'm a bit of an introvert, so I don't really like going outside, and also it's cold, so I might not. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm sort of winging this. I wanted to set up a train related YouTube channel for about 2 years now, just because I absolutely love trains. I love them to bits. I'm obsessed. Your steam trains, your flying Scotsmans, all that sort of stuff, dirty diesels, class 158s, I absolutely love them. My missus, bless her, she has to listen to me talk about trains and talk about this game a lot. So I thought, I'll set this up and, hopefully create a community of people that share my likeness for trains. I don't know why I'm going so slow. I know it's a 35 coming up, but I can put a bit of speed on here. Yeah, that's 35 there. Cool. And I'm hoping this records well. I'm playing on the PS5. I've had a PS5 for a year, and I only realised tonight that you can record gameplay and you can edit it and share it on YouTube and stuff like that. That's why I've promptly just set up this YouTube channel and started recording, because I didn't know I could do that. I'm not an old man. I'm 23, so I really should be with it with technology, and I'm not. I'm really not. Right, Sutton Coldfield. I don't know. I'm completely overshot that. Look, oh, that is absolutely horrendous. Oh my goodness. 40 yards out. To be honest, I'm not the best at this game. I'm not good at stopping patterns. I'm not good at stopping exactly bang on. It's really not helping that I'm doing this, speaking and playing it at the same time. I'm fully waffling. There's another service coming in here. What unit number are we? We are 323203. What's this one here? What number are you? Oh, slow down. I want to see your number. Oh, now the woman's speaking. Oh, this is all a bit much. Hold on. 206. Destroyed? Please don't destroy my items, please. I need them. Right, let's get going. Next stop is Wylde Green. I should know. I don't know why I'm hesitating. I know it's Wylde Green. But yeah, hopefully as a community grows on this channel, you can suggest to me what you want to see, what routes you want me to do on it, because I am going to do a lot of train sim world gameplay, especially at the start. I think just to find my feet, because I absolutely love this game. I've put so many hours into it. I do have a lot of suggestions for the game as well. There's a lot of routes I'd love to see, and I might make some videos about them eventually down the line once I'm a bit more settled into it. But yeah, let's get up to speed. 60 down here. Let's give it a good old. I absolutely love that horn. That horn's fantastic. I feel like out of all the units on the game, it's not only is it such a well-made route, but this train is phenomenal. It's just so well, and the sounds are on point. Like compared to the TSC version of it, I don't play TSC. I don't have a PC. I used to, but I don't have a PC. I would like to get one and play some TSC on there. But I am a sole TSW player. I don't really get involved in. I play a bit of Tram Sim. I do have Tram Sim. I picked it up in a sale the other week. That's all right. I can't quite get my head around that one though, just because it's the timetable in system's really weird to me. Like I try and set up a service in it, and I'm starting the service at the wrong end of the line for some reason. It's probably because it's all in Austrian and I can't understand it. Right, let's pull into Wylde Green. A fun fact about Wylde Green: my dad used to manage the post office in Wylde Green. That's a fun little stupid fact. Yeah, as you can tell, this is a very close to home sort of route. It's not now. I live in Leeds now, so it's. Why am I putting the throttle on? What on earth am I doing? Oh, what a horrendous stop. Oh, do you know what? No one can complain, the doors are just in there. I'm not whinging with that at all. Not complaining one bit. Because if anyone wants to get on there, they can. Not a problem. Right? The train may be halfway off the platform and in another dimension by that point, but if someone can get on them front doors, it's that's mission passed, right? I failed it successfully. That's the term, innit? Something like that. When I used to get on the train with my mum, because my mum used to pick me up from Chester Road every 2 weeks, because she lives in Telford. So she would come to Birmingham, pick me up as a kid. Well, talking of which, Chester Road's next. And we used to go on the train when she used to come and see me every couple of weeks. And these canopies here, they're like, I know they're quite simple, but they are iconic of like Erdington. I don't think Erdington has them anymore. They might do on the northbound platforms. I can't quite remember, but I know that Chester Road and Wylde Green, they have them canopies, and they're so simple yet they're so iconic to them two stations. Like people that know Chester Road and know the stations in that sort of area are just, it's sort of like a joke of how crap they are, to be honest. Right, we're coming into Chester Road. I'll show you the estate because you can see it from the line, and it was quite cool. When I picked this route up, I bought this route when it first came out. I was just blown away to see my childhood route recreated. I think it's fantastic. I think the good thing about this game though is that if your local route's been portrayed in this, it's really nostalgic. I know that a few people on YouTube that I watch that play this, they've got their local routes or an iteration of their local route, and I can see why they love it, because this, like I said, I was on about these canopies here, and they are just proper iconic with Chester Road. Right, let's get them open. That's a good stop. That's a really good stop from me. Right, so so that see them blocks of flats there. That one there to the, I think it's the most northerly flat. I grew up in that flat. I lived there for about 7 years with my dad. And I used to go to a field at the other side. So at the end of them flats, there used to be a big field. And we used to go walk the dog there. And the dog knocked me over once, and then a train went past. One of these trains went past, and it was just chaos. Everyone on the train saw a little fat 6-year-old go flying up into the air. I would have loved to be on the train and see that, because I think I would have had a chuckle. But yeah, I've got some fond memories of this line. Like, one good example is this stretch now between Chester Road and Erdington. My mum, like I said, she picked me up from the station, and one time in that little waiting room just there, at the end of the platform. Well, there's another unit there. Oh, it's a double unit. Yeah, so my mum... so you're talking about, how many years ago? 2006, 2007. My mum accidentally left a bag in there. People weren't too fussed about... You obviously couldn't leave bags attended, but it's not as a big fear as it is now. My mum accidentally left a bag in the little waiting room. We've got on the train, and in between, literally that 900 yard stretch from Chester Road to Erdington, she's realised she's forgot the bag. We've got on the train, the doors have shut, and she saw a bag on the bench, and she's panicked. She said to me, "Rich, I forgot the bag on there." She's panicking as the train on that little stretch, no longer than a minute to get to this point here. She's panicked. She spammed the heck out of the open door button, thinking it was going to open. And I remember when we got to this stop here, she's dragged me off the train. We've gone down here. She's gone, "Come on, Rich, we need to get the other train. We need to get back to the platform. Someone's going to take the bag." Not that they would have. I think it just had, I don't even know what it had in it. Some like probably makeup or something. I don't know. Probably a meal deal or something. But yeah, she's panicked to get this bag, because obviously she's thinking someone's going to nick it. So literally ran down there, underneath the bridge, back up again in lightning speed. Me having little legs, I'm bobbling behind, and she's like, "Come on, Rich, we need to get there. Come on, we need to get the train." And luckily, as we've got to this other side, to the northbound side, a train did pull in. They are quite regular anyway, but yeah. It was just absolutely, that's one of my fondest memories of this. And I remember when I first got this route and I had the stretch in between, I actually showed my mum this route, and I told her about the time when she left the bag, and we were just in stitches, because I could literally recreate such a fond memory from my childhood. Yeah, fun times. So next is Gravelly Hill. I remember in the preview stream, they said the reason it's called Gravelly Hill is because it's built upon a gravelly hill. And I think, I don't know how true that is. I'm not too familiar with the background of Gravelly Hill. It's a bit of a weird station, because it's kind of like, it's not in the middle of nowhere, because obviously this is very much suburban Birmingham, but it's like Erdington and Chester Road are on like big main roads towards. So Chester Road is obviously the Chester Road that goes underneath the station. As you keep going up there towards the estate I lived on, there was all sorts. There was like a Mackey's, there was doctors, dentists, a lot there. So it was almost like a high street. And the same with Wylde Green. It's also a high street, but Gravelly Hill, it is literally just plonked in the middle of some houses. It's weird. It's really strange. It kind of gives me sort of like a London suburban station, sort of like, your sort of outer reaches of the tube. It kind of gives me that sort of vibe, Gravelly Hill, because it is literally just plonked in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of some houses. See, this is what I mean, how regular it is. So if we had to get off at Gravelly Hill, my mum would have only just got this service. Oh, what a horrendous stop. Oh, that's absolutely diabolical. And I am much better than this. I will give you my word. Take that as far as you will, but I'll give you my word, right? I am quite good at stopping patterns. I'm absolutely useless with the hood off. I like this hood. I know that they've introduced the minimal hood, but I really like the hood. I like that I can get rid of the action points, and I like this new what do they call it? Oh, what's the name they call it? I can't remember. But the little speedometer thing, the line in the top. Is it the track monitor? Something like that. But the new hood, I much prefer this one. I do keep changing my speedometer around, but it keeps reverting me to have the percentages and the grading in. Next stop is Aston, by the way, home to the best football team ever. Come at me and give me your different opinion. I'm happy to hear it. Well, see, I say Aston's the home of the Aston Villa Football Club, but it's not. Witten is, which is, oh gosh, what's the line called now? I'll show you. It's pointless me talking about it. I'm going to be there in about a minute. Coming underneath Spaghetti Junction now. Spaghetti Junction is an absolute nightmare. I try and avoid it at all. When I go visit some family in Birmingham, I try and avoid Spaghetti Junction at all costs. It's absolutely horrendous. I don't know who on earth thought it was a good idea to just plonk an endless stream of roads. It works, don't get me wrong. It does what it needs to do, but it's just like it's like. Even when you look at it from above, you're thinking, who on earth, right, thought, you know what, we're going to put this slip road here, and then we're going to put another slip road on top of it, and then we're going to put another slip road on top of that, and then all the motorists have fun. Good luck to you. They must have been on something. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know how they come up with that. I work in the, the planning industry, and even I think, how on earth has someone done that? But yeah, coming into Aston now, Aston Villa Football Club. It says for Villa Park, but realistically, if you're wanting to get off for Villa Park, you're better off getting off at Witten, because literally, you get off at Witten, you walk out the station, you walk down the road, and you're there. I've never actually been to the Villa ground. Fun fact: I'm a massive Villa fan, but I've never been to the grounds. I'm only a Villa fan because the flats I lived in Chester Road. You could, if you went to the top the, oh, hold on, the announcements just throw me off. Yeah, if you go to the top floor of the flats and look out on a match day, you can actually see. You can see them playing. You can see the little people running around. You couldn't see who was who, but yeah, you could definitely see if a match was on. It was good at night because obviously you saw the lights from the stadium. An absolute beautiful sight. But I've not lived there now. I moved out of there when I was like 11. So we're talking about 13 years ago now. Gosh, what year we're in? 2024. Yeah, I forget what year we're in. Another service. See, this is what I like about this route. They have really replicated how frequent the services are, because I think they are like every 10 minutes. Yeah, they are. It's a very busy line, this one. I think we're coming up to Duddeston. This here, Birmingham City Uni. I used to have a friend who went to that uni, and he lived in them flats, and that roundabout there, that we've gone past it, but the roundabout just outside the flats, it's so busy. And I honestly remember one time we were sat there, we'd had a few drinks, we were very hungover. This was like the start of my uni, and he was hungover, and I was just looking out the window staring at the cars going around in circles, and it was just it was like a whirlpool. We got like locked onto it. We couldn't switch off from it. Hold on, right, come on, let's get a good stop. We've got a penultimate stop here. I've waffled and I've only just realised that we're almost in New Street, and I've still not done it. 12 yards out. Oh, diabolical. Absolutely horrendous. These little plaques on the station, they're quite interesting. These are as per reality, and I've never understood them. I don't know why there's these little monuments. It's a busy station. You know what, Duddeston though, it isn't really that busy in real life. it's, you know, pretty much disused now. People don't. I mean, well, it was disused when I lived there. I don't know what it's like now. I think since because there's been loads of extensions to the uni, it's probably quite well used now. But when I was growing up in Birmingham, it was sort of like it was there, but wasn't really used as much as it once was. So we're a mile and a half out of New Street. Yeah, as we're coming to New Street, I'm gonna somehow bring all my waffling to a close. But yeah, I've not really delved into what, you know, why I set up this channel, more talking about the route. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed me introductory video, me waffling. Certainly subscribe if you want to hear some more waffling. That's all I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do more live streams than I am gonna be doing videos at the start, just so I can interact with some people and, you know, get into the groove of it. Here's where they're all doing all the HS2 works, which I could get into my opinions about HS2, but we won't go there. But yeah, this is where Curzon Street's going to be, and an absolute eyesore of a viaduct heading into the station. I don't like it. Anyway, I won't get into my opinions about HS2 because I'll be cancelled before I've even started. I do like this bit though, as we come into New Street. It's a nice view. I remember I entered the screenshot competition around Christmas time, and this is an absolutely incredible view. You got the Selfridges, you've got the Bullring Rotunda. Obviously not branded, but you've got the that sort of green glass building. That would be the world's biggest Primark. Yeah, it's absolutely. You've also got Moore Street there. I know we've not got any of the rolling stock for Moore Street, but it would have been nice to see some trains go across there. I once got trapped in Moore Street. That's a fun little story. I'll get into that one another day. I do find it interesting for a brief moment here. It's going 1.7% gradient, but we're going into a tunnel under Birmingham. I don't understand how it's a 1.7 gradient going upwards as you're going down. That really throws me off. I think they've done New Street justice here, because it's just, when I saw it on the preview stream, I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I know a lot of people have sort of some, you know, certain opinions about this game, but they do really well. Like this is New Street. Like this is exactly what it looks like. To the side, no, it's the other side. The signal box on the one side. They've even got the eye. Right, it'd be good if that was animated, but you know, it's a game about trains. You're not expecting everything to be animated. The trains go forward and backwards when you need them to. Signals work. You know, what more can you ask for? Some people, you know, have got really harsh opinions, and I think for what you get, for what you're asking for a game where you can drive a train, and it gives you that. I do share the sentiment with some people that they say that they'd like to see New Street a bit busier with different rolling stock. But at the end of the day, the rolling stock's not in the game. Maybe if they brought, you know, Pendolinos and 350s into the game, some TF Transport for Wales stock, maybe it'd be nice to see it. I'd like to hope that they do another route including New Street, so maybe like the West Coast Main Line. Come on, let's get a good stop here. Let's get a good stop. Let's end it on a good stop. Oh! Do you know what? I'm having that. That'll do. Simple little things. I think it's really well made. It looks spot on. It really does. Other than, you know, the streets could be busier, could have more people, but it's not a real life. It's not simulating everything about real life. It's simulating the trains. But yeah, the signal box as well. I think this is it's disused now. Not disused. It's a grade 2 listed building, but it's not used, and it's not a signal box anymore. But yeah, anyway, my waffling. I need to bring this waffling to an end. Thank you for watching, if you're still here, watching this first video of mine on YouTube. I'm going to enjoy getting into this, I think. And if you've got any ideas of anything you want to see related to trains, any routes you want me to do, any certain services, yeah, let me know. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.